What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? An off-duty Chicago police officer is facing felony charges after kneeling on a black teen's back. Damn Skippy. Lock that sucker up. According to reports, the incident occurred in Park Ridge, Illinois last month when Chicago Police Sergeant Michael Vitellaro wrongly accused the teen of stealing his son's bike. Vitellaro reportedly learned that the bicycle had been stolen at a library and later spotted outside a Starbucks. He then took his son to the location and found that the bike was propped up against a pillar. The officer, who had worked for CPD since 2000, then sat inside of his car, hopefully to observe who had stolen the bicycle. After several minutes, Vitellaro saw the 14-year-old boy riding his own bicycle before getting off to move the supposedly stolen bicycle. The off-duty officer then approached the teen and began accusing him of theft. A bystander captured the incident on camera, showing Vitellaro putting the boy's arms behind his back before pinning him face down on the ground. The officer proceeded to kneel on JN's back as others attempted to pull him off. Vitellaro then called 911 for backup and eventually released the boy. Not surprisingly, since they like to jump the gun so much and even shoot the gun. Witnesses say JN arrived at the Starbucks after the bicycle had already been placed there. His family says that he was simply trying to move the bicycle so he could get by. They believe that the incident was racially motivated. You don't say. Racially motivated? In America? The police? The police doing something that's racially motivated? Like, isn't that a civil rights violation? The police in America? You don't say. No, because in America, police, they get held accountable, right? You know, we're better than these other countries, right? This is America, man. America. You know, they hold police out. Nobody's above the law. They hold them accountable, right? Now, here's the part where videos like this get taken down for telling the truth. JN is not just black. JN is a Puerto Rican American, which means that when the police violate someone whose origins are outside of the U.S., it has international implications, which means that it could affect trade and other commerce. Before I go any further, shouts out to the people that was on the scene who tried to intervene. That's what I'm talking about, fam. It's gonna take stuff like that. Again, this is why videos like this get taken down when you start talking about that truth, fam. They don't want that truth. They like us being blind and dumb and just going along with the program. They love when we're programmed and brainwashed. So when you start thinking for yourself and start saying, man, that ain't right. I don't care if he is a police officer. That ain't right. Get your hands off of him. That's a problem. The officer clearly used excessive force. I'm telling you that I believe the witnesses and I believe the little boy and I believe his family. Because the police lie, 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 lie all the time. Falsify evidence, falsify reports all the time. So many of them abuse their authority. This guy used excessive force in a situation that did not call for that much aggression. It's a damn stolen bicycle. You ain't even got proof that this kid actually did it. But it's a stolen bicycle. And you slam a little kid down to the ground, face down, and put your knee in his back. Come on, man. Yeah, lock him up for sure. Lock his ass up. He's uncivilized. He don't belong amongst the civilized. He gotta be brought to heel. What this dude did would straight up violate that kid's rights. The boy presented no threat, he was not armed, and he committed no crime. Why is he lying on the ground face down, hands behind his back, with a so-called peace officer's knee in his back? You would think, and I'm just saying on a rudimentary level, just common sense stuff, right? You would think after the George Floyd incident, after they murdered George Floyd, after this cop had his knee on George Floyd's neck for over 18 minutes and the world witnessed it, you would think that even after laws were passed to prevent police officers from putting their knee on suspects' necks and put them in their back. Well, I'm not sure about the back part, but I know the neck. And a lot of laws got passed where they couldn't put their knee on people's neck. But even the back is very dangerous. People can die, right? You would think that they would exercise some restraint. But you know why they don't, fam? Because they operate in a culture that is above the law. I do believe that a lot of criminals become police officers just so they can get away with their crimes. Think about it, fam. If you want to go into a life of crime and get away time and time again, just join up. Man, you can actually kill people. You can be a police officer and actually kill people and get away with it. You can't do that just being a regular criminal. You gotta go to jail. You gotta go out there and defend yourself. Gotta pay for a bunch of lawyers. The police got you covered. The unions got you covered. Go out there and kill somebody, the union gonna take care of it. They're gonna put the lawyers on it, they're gonna put the expert witnesses on it. They got you covered. They're gonna make sure your family eat. You know, they got a fraternity, man, you know. They're gonna make sure your family eat, the bills are paid. Hey, when you kill somebody, you're gonna get a paid vacation. Come on, man. Hey, worst come to worst, you get fired and you just go work at another police department. Or you resign before they can fire you. And that way you can work at another police department without question. That's the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if this dude was actually told that he couldn't do that and he did it anyway. Because that's the culture. They operate like bandits. They operate like outlaws. Remember the Wild Wild West? You seen the movies? Wild West, you just come in, take what you want, do whatever you want to do, then ride on out. Sometimes you come in and take over the whole town. I submit to you, fam, your city, like mine, is under siege. And it ain't the Taliban. It's the white man. That's right, the white man in blue uniforms. Come on now, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I know y'all don't like to hear that. But let's talk about who's doing all this killing. Who's doing all of this putting your knees in the backs of minors? Who's doing it? Let's keep it a buck. Let's be a buck about it, man. Who's doing it? It ain't the black cops. It's not usually any other type of cop. It's not the Asian cops. It's usually not Hispanic cops. So who is it? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, fam. I'm gonna call a strike and a ball a ball. I would love to think the reason why black officers don't go around just shooting innocent people and putting their knee in the back of innocent 14-year-olds over a stolen bicycle is because they have some type of moral high ground. Now, perhaps overall, that could be true. But I can guarantee you, if black officers could get away with that type of stuff like white cops do, I'm pretty much certain that you have a greater number of them out there behaving like that. I'm not saying that there aren't crooked black cops. I'm not saying that a few of them haven't killed innocent people. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying by far and large, it's the white cops that's doing all this killing. That's what I'm saying. Disproportionately, it's the white cops that's doing all this killing people illegally. It's them. It's them. It's them. If these black cops could get away with it like they get away with it, oh yeah, you'd have a higher percentage of black cops on the news for killing innocent people. This is why you don't see this happening with black cops daily like you see with white cops. Damn near every time somebody innocent gets shot, you can better believe when they show the face of the cop, he's gonna be white. Now what's that about? Drop a comment, fam. Maybe you can help me out, because I don't know. The family did right to sue. Sue, sue, sue. Hit them in the pocket. I can't wait for the day that citizens are able to sue police officers personally, run their asses bankrupt, run into that 401k they got, get up in that pension. Oh man, I can't wait for that day. That would be a beautiful day. Only then will law enforcement in America perhaps gain respect from the people. I'm not talking about some people. I'm talking about the people. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?